All right. We're about to get started in a few minutes. Just gotta do some last minute stuff. Right. We're about to get started in a few minutes. Forgot to once again make sure that the echo was off.
Hello?
Hey, who's that?
Black Rage 843.
Oh, hey, what's up?
No,
Hey, sorry for
no,
the silence. I'm just trying to fix something.
don't worry about it.
Yeah. So how you doing so far?
Odd, I guess.
Yes. Yeah, I meant to do this live stream yesterday, but I ended up decided to postpone it to today, and I'm just trying to do some last minute invites before we get started. But if it's just us talking, it's just gonna be us talking.
All
But
right.
so, how's your day so far?
Okay, I'm still stressing a little bit though.
Oh, okay.
Because I got to go to basic training in like, I want to say basically a week.
Oh, all right. So you're in the military.
Going, but I don't know if I'm still going through it. I don't know why. I'm just real nervous and I ain't trying to be the weakest link. And I don't know if I'm strong enough to make it through. So I don't know if I'm
Uh,
still going through with it.
all right. Well, keep your head up. Um, we got a lot of interesting topics to talk about. We're gonna talk about, the Oprah situation, why a lot of people are calling her out because of her support over.
Hello? Yeah, I
Hey,
had to switch out my headset.
oh, okay,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
All right, yeah. Today we're gonna be talking about a lot of things, including, the situation with Oprah. Why a
Man,
lot of
she's so
people are
damn
mad at.
fake. She is
Yeah,
so fake. I said that when I was like in like a kid. Could tell she was fake.
yeah. A lot of people are calling her out, including the Jackson family. But um, we're also going to talk about, yeah. Oh, and there was something I think I still might do it, but I think I should talk about on this live stream. We're also going to talk about what's happening, the update to the Jesse Smollett situation, and then the congresswoman who's in some hot water because they claim she said something anti-Semitic, but we kind of know that's kind of not true.
If you don't kiss their ass, they always claim you're anti-Semitic.
Yep.
Jesse, I heard he gets like 16 felonies.
Yes, 16 felonies. That means she faced almost 64 years. Yet there's
He ain't getting all of that.
the white
They'll get him
girl.
on one. Either that
Yeah,
or make him serve concurrently. He ain't about to be doing no heavy time for this. Because
yeah.
even though I hate to say it, there's a lot of people that need to be serving. Um, the chick from last year, the white girl, Breonna Talbot, who lied on a black, say, three imaginary black men raped her. Emmett, Carolyn Bryant, she needs to serve some time. Who else? I know I miss the girl recently. I found out through Torian Rain that a fake black cop pulled her over
Oh
and she
yeah,
made it
I'm
out.
actually gonna talk about that.
I
All
think that
right.
little girl I wanted some BBC in my opinion.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
That's
I heard something. All right. But first, I want to talk about this individual right now. So, you may not know, but this man is on trial as well.
Who? Or you mean Kevin Spacey?
Yep, yep. But no one, but see, the reason why I'm bringing him up is because the lamestream media has been too focused on the
R. Kelly.
situation with R. Kelly and Michael Jackson and Jesse Smollett. They want us to ignore what white people are doing that is bad. Like this man right here. He is in some serious trouble because he has been accused of messing with young boys. Um,
Who?
we know that one of the stars of Star Trek's Discovery claimed that when he was 14, he ended up getting invited to a party by Kevin Spacey, but he ended up relaxing in his room, and then Kevin Spacey walked in and started messing with him.
I'm sorry, but what straight man falls for this? As a 14-year-old, hell no, I'd have. You couldn't get me like that. Even if
Yeah.
I asked, no.
Hold on, can you turn up your volume real quick, or maybe I could turn it up for you? Hold on, let me take a
That's
look.
me. Hear me again?
All right, hold on. I'm going to turn up our volumes real quick. I'm also going to turn the volume up of my computer.
And you know else who they haven't gotten to? The guy from Seventh Heaven. He admitted to doing that. But,
Yes, you're talking about Steve Collins. That's
yeah.
the guy who played the father. He admitted it, and yet they didn't go after him. Bill Cosby, he said he didn't do it, and yet he's in jail.
Off hearsay, because I'm like, and like Your World News, aka Harvey Superboy, said, "Where's this for Hugh Hefner?"
Yeah,
Everybody praised him as a champ.
yeah, for being in a house with a bunch of young girls or having more than one girlfriend at the same time. But when R. Kelly does it, all of a
Allegedly.
sudden they're holding against their will. It's a cult and stuff. But when it came to that, Alyssa Mack, she was part of a cult, but they never got on her over the Alyssa Mack on her situation of all with being her in the
And
cult.
I found out recently too, like it could have been a whole bunch of underage girls in the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if
Yeah,
they took some of them out.
yep. And I'm also heard stories that there was a woman who lied about her age that ended up in the porn industry. And that's why you see it like they have the IDs and that you must be 18 to 21 and stuff because of that. Now back to Kevin Spacey. He was also in trouble. The actor, I think it was Alex Shipp or something. He was this one. He's a star of Star Trek Discovery. I mentioned that with the whole bedroom incident. Now, Kevin Spacey, he's actually a man came forward and said that when he was almost about to be 18 at some, club or whatsoever, Kevin Spacey was messing with him and the man's girlfriend supposed to had filmed it and stuff like that. And that's why he's on trial.
I got I got something to add to that. You 17 going on 18. You couldn't fight this man off. And did his girlfriend film it or Spacey's alleged girlfriend film it?
I think it was the guy's girlfriend that filmed it, and it was the mother that came forward that said that that this happened to her son, what Kevin Spacey did.
17 going on 18. I wish he would have tried me. I'd have beat the brakes out of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know your size, whatever. But I know I was kind of overweight at going around that time. Ain't no goddamn way you could just took me like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't try to let that happen too and stuff like that. And I think there was some other incidents, but now he's on trial. But yet they're not blasting this, then up in the news like the Jesse Smollett and the R. Kelly's and the Bill Cosby's and the Michael
And this is
Jackson.
another thing that something recently, but there's a situation I'm think going to happen. I think it's going to happen in the future. You know that little Catch Me Outside girl.
Yeah, what about her?
She's almost 15 and she be in places with adult men, like in clubs and stuff. I saw a couple of. I'm like, why is she? I remember I saw a video of her throwing a drink on like Iggy Azalea or something. He was praising how mature Iggy Azalea is. I'm thinking, who the hell let this little girl in that club?
I know. And another thing, she was caught in a Kodak Black internet video and stuff.
I know some music video.
Yeah, that's a one thing that Mr. Harvey Superboy has brought up. Some of these young girls are fast and will go up to older men like an R. Kelly and stuff like that.
And willingly, it goes down where I live at too. Some of the girls, I know when I was in middle school, some of them was rumored to be messing around with high schoolers.
Yes, and then when they age out, then they start crying foul.
I said
and
that
then sometimes their parents pip them out. So parents need to get in trouble too.
Yeah, and like I said with Catch Me Outside girl, they say she has been messing with grown men allegedly. Like a rapper named Trippie Redd is rumored to be messing with her. I'm like, who the fuck? And her mom needs to be held accountable for that too.
Yes, the only one who does, and you would say the dad, but no, he don't need to. Yeah,
and he in another state.
Yeah, but the dad don't. Don't. You know what? He don't need to be held accountable, and the reason why is because he doesn't like what's going on. He wanted this to stop. What he should have done was filed to get custody of her while she was younger.
And the more say he tried, but you know how these court system, family court go. They say he tried.
Yeah.
And the thing is, thinking it's cute stuff. I'm like, didn't she already get beaten up twice already?
Yeah, she's got beaten up by black girls.
I know.
Black women. Yeah, she getting fights.
I remember she got dragged off the car. I
saw
that one.
Yeah, I think I saw that video. Her, and then you got people like Whoa Vicky, and then you had that 9-year-old Asian girl, and then they're getting record deals and stuff like that. I'm like,
you mean that it's another one. Some Latin Mexican, I don't know her ethnicity, but I know she's of Latin descent. She's hanging around to Catch Me Outside girls and shit. She be with NBA Youngboy. I know she connected with him a little bit. Malu or something. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I know it's spelled Malu, the first name. I know. I saw like a video. Well, it popped up my recommends. Her and the Catch Me. They doing all provocative stuff. I had to turn off. I'm thinking, where the hell y'all parents at? I don't got no kids. I got nieces. I wish I would catch one of them doing that.
Yes, it's very tragic. Very tragic.
I think their mothers let them, and they think it's cute because the moms used to be the ones doing that.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if you do a background check and some of these girls, I know their moms used to do the same thing.
Yep. It's kind of breaking out. To tell you the truth, but you know, YouTube messes with the signal sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah, which is understandable. But yeah, you got all these stuff going on, but yet they want to make black men the face of sexual assault and sexual harassment and stuff.
And this I gotta say, us as black men, well, some of them gotta stop being so damn thirsty and quit acting like sinners, man. That makes hard to it. Right? My old job, before I quit, some of the old men used to act like that. Then I caught a couple of them looking at underage girls, and I done checked one of them for that. I caught him looking at underage girls.
Yeah, I'm like,
and I said, ain't no way you couldn't tell for that one. And I'm from the South. I'm from South Carolina. Some of the girls you got to be careful with because you can't tell.
Yeah.
But some of them, you think it's 25, but she only 15. And some of them know it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I actually seen one try to haul at one of my old coworkers one time. And when he realized she was 15, he backed off immediately.
Yeah. All right. Other than Kevin Spacey and the stuff we we're just mentioning, of course, Let's talk about Harvey Weinstein. Let me click off my screen real quick. He was suspected to be in trial yesterday, but his now he does have something going on in April, but the one that was supposed to be for this week has been delayed to June.
Again.
Yes. And you know what? If a number of his cases, Harvey Weinstein cases, they've already dropped.
Guess who he's connected with?
Oprah.
In Hollywood. No, and they see he's of a certain race. A certain race, and they run Hollywood.
Jews, white.
Yeah, that's the first one. Both of them.
Yeah.
Remember, you had that ugly chick, Lena Dunham, taking up for him. Yeah, she's supposed to be all against feminine rights, female rights.
Yeah, and then you had, it was either Lisa Bloom or Gloria Allette. Which one of them was about to be a lawyer for Harvey Weinstein? But those are the same ones that go after black guys and try to hem them up, like Bill Cosby and Michael Jackson and R. Kelly and stuff like that.
I bet you,
but one of them was going to defend Harvey Weinstein.
But I bet you, though, when it's time to take a vacation for them, they go someplace black, though. I guarantee you that they go someplace black when it's time to take a vacation.
Yeah, like the Bahamas or Jamaica or something like that. Yeah, I bet you they go to mess around.
Yep, something black.
And I bet you the reason why they've either been taught or they've been rejected by a black guy too. But yeah,
I think it's that old racism thing. Been told to keep away from it. You still hate them, but she don't watch couple of flicks. Now she's enamored with it.
Yeah. But yeah, back to Harvey Weinstein. He's had number of cases drop. You see, Bill Cosby, he is now in jail. Harvey Weinstein, he's about to get away with all of his dirt and stuff. And they had recordings of him talking to young people, asking for sex and stuff like that to get parts and stuff. But his cases are getting dropped.
I don't think Bill Cosby is going to live any longer.
No, that's why a lot of people are trying to get him pardoned so that they can appeal his case and get him out there so he can at least die a free man.
I think the fight ain't in him no more. So,
yeah, that's why they took advantage of him. They want him to not only rot in prison but die as well, and then take all his money away.
Then he lost a daughter again.
Yes, he lost another child, but they didn't care. Matter of fact, they said that the reason why that he probably lost his son was because the first time he was trying to get a major network like NBC, that was when they killed his son. I think that was a way because they never found out who did it and why. So that's probably.
I heard his son's death was mysterious.
Yeah, so they probably told Cosby back away and know your place, and then he tried to go after ABC instead of building his own. He tried to buy NBC again.
Yeah, he had his own money. He should have built his own.
Yeah,
started off as a web series first, then branch off from there.
And that's how the allegations started. Not to mention, now he said he admitted talking to some of those people, but I'm like, that was mistake number one. Yeah. Messing with the wrong people.
And some of these coons and stuff, he admitted to giving them drugs. I'm like, the females willingly took them drugs. They knew what it was and they know what it did.
Yes. But the jury and the judge, they were very biased. There was witnesses that could have defended Cosby and told them that why some of them were most likely lying and said that there was some scams to try to hurt Cosby, but the judge and jury didn't want to put him on trial because they thought it would hurt the victims, the so-called victims and stuff. So the case was unfair. Yeah, so the case was unfair, not to mention half this stuff was illegal to do, getting rid of double jeopardy and stuff like that. So they changed laws just so they can get Cosby and then try to change them back just to keep Harvey Weinstein from going to jail.
Yeah, like I'm thinking they should have been got like some of the other people like Woody Allen, Ted Nugent, who are known to do some stuff.
Yeah, and they never got the country of to get ship Roman Polanski back to the United States because he was found guilty in his trial. He was found guilty, but the reason why he's not in jail is because he left the country.
Ain't he a fugitive? That counts as him being a fugitive, right?
Yes, he's a fugitive. He left the country, and because if he comes back,
which he ain't,
which he's not, he will be thrown in jail. As long as that thing sticks, he will be thrown in jail the minute someone puts him into this country, or if he goes to any American-owned territory in this country, like Puerto Rico and stuff, they got him.
And is he in a non-extradite country?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, he's a country that is far away from our jurisdiction.
I thought he was in some place like France.
Yes,
I heard because France got jurisdiction. They can extradite someone from France. Didn't that guy from World Most Wanted did that one time? Extradite a guy from France.
Yes, but the thing is, they're not doing it. That is if they want to do it. If they're not going to do it, just like with the thing with Athena Shakur, which I'm happy what the Cubans did. They decided not to turn her in, which I'm happy.
Yeah,
that's the only time I was happy.
Yeah, no one can visit Cuba anymore, right? Or you gotta go through some other country to go, right?
Yes,
I don't want to visit Cuba, but I thought it was blocked off.
But because terms, and Obama and them tried, but
you know how he is.
Yeah, it didn't turn out. Not yet. Obama, he did try. It's just Trump ruined all that too. But because they don't like the Castros, and because the Castros don't like America so much.
No, Castros ain't kissing nobody's ass.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of those especially the black Cubans, are not kissing the butts of the American government. So
I heard they like black people though.
Yeah.
In Cuba. I heard like they cool with black people. Cause I always want, like, when I get my money up and stuff, visit other countries and stuff that I know black people. I don't want to go to no places like Europe though.
Yeah, where you're most likely going to be hate because of what happened to the guy in Greece.
Yeah, his parents left him out to dry.
Yeah, that's why I went to a country like Jamaica on vacation instead.
I think I got family in Costa Rica and stuff too, so I can always go there too.
Yeah.
And I got people in Panama, so because my mom's from Panama.
All right.
But I wouldn't go to no place like no Europe. I don't care how beautiful it looks. I'm not going.
All right. Yep. Okay. Let's see. I said we was going to bring up a lot of stuff. So, let's see here. What do I want to bring up next? Let's see. Bring up. Do I? Oh yeah, Meghan Markle. So basically, Meghan Markle, yeah, the one who's married to the prince. Well, there's been a lot of racist online attacks on Meghan Markle.
Not our problem.
Well, yeah, that's true. And now the palace is on high alert.
Because don't the royal families end up killing each other all the time?
Yep.
So I say ain't no problem. She don't claim us really. She's mulatto, but she don't really claim us. So, oh well. And plus, her husband is known to dress up like a Nazi for Halloween parties. Knowing the history, especially England, I know they were against Nazis, and he still decided to dress up like that. That already shows me how he feels. So, if something happens, oh well.
Yeah, and like I'm like, we warned people like Markle and stuff like that, and like these swirlers, they think like we don't have to worry about a lot of racism.
Oh,
So,
tell me you've seen the video of that swirler talking all type of a bunch of black men and stuff like that.
oh, and doing it while near his boyfriend, who happens to also be a white racist white male.
Yeah, he looked like Ron Perlman.
Yeah, you mean the guy who played Freddy Krueger?
No, he looks like Hellboy.
Oh, you know what? Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to find that video because
check Water Sniper's channel. He got it.
Oh, Water Sniper got it. Okay.
Yeah, I know he has it for a fact. And she talking about like how black men are gay and stuff. Yeah, black women need to. I'm like, maybe she just mad because they don't want her worn out ass.
All right.
She looked worn out and she hit the wall. And a couple of females in the comment section said she need to be worried about her child. Her child done went through some stuff, molestation. She done got beaten up allegedly by a white man in the past.
I found the video. So
it's like something Becky or something like that. Bedwinch and Trail Trash Bob or something like that. I forget. It's like it was recent, very recent, within like a week.
Don't worry, I found the video though. So, yep, I'm about to show it for anyone who's here watching.
I already seen it, and I don't want to see it because this will make me mad. Because he talking that cash junk, like black men. That's why we always in jail. Really?
Yeah, but we gotta show it. So here it is for those who haven't seen it.
He's such an animal. Can you imagine during slave days? They must have been all over us.
And she proud of that. That's the thing that got me mad. I mean, she do realize they've been raping the kids too and the man. But no one wants to talk about that.
Fired. Thank you for that comment, Golden J. I'm gonna do it like Donald Trump. You're fired.
Her voice make me just want to choke her out.
Oh my God.
Probably just a Trump supporter too.
And Victoria.
I don't give a damn what supporter she is. I want her to be a rear naked choke supporter.
Yeah, and they'll tell you to your face, I don't eat no pussy. That's nasty. They're so
No, bad. We don't eat yours out. I should tell you something.
Hot, they be all over it.
You don't mind me breaking down her comments, right?
The 10th man says tattletailer. Okay, they're speaking German, whatever.
No, they ain't eating her out.
Don't move to Michigan. I'm from Ohio, so
I want to know if anyone in the comment section is saying anything.
I'm willing to bet that he.
Yeah, I can't do the video and the hangout section at the same time, so.
Yeah.
You know that these lips are not around your crusty, ashy penis. Get a life.
That thing that looks like a big turd sticking out there.
Golden Shay says, black men, take your pink slip and go. And William Hughes says, I'm willing to bet that he can't handle you.
Who wants to handle that wildebeest?
That freaky stuff.
Yeah.
William
That's
Hughes
what I want to
know.
It's that mindset. That's that Karen Slang Kozanek mindset.
It's all about.
And she brought up about something about Asian men are better too. I'm like, ain't Asian men giving a whole lot of STDs to women in Africa right now?
I know, and not to mention they're attacking black women in hair salons and nail salons and stuff like that.
Thank you for that comment, Live Life. You're absolutely right. It's all around us in Blackistan.
Calypso says, did you really just said that?
Slavery. Wow, you're disgusting. Yes, Negroes talk about it. Oh, the white man had you as a slave, and that's why you shouldn't be with the white man because he had you as a slave and he was raping you. But guess what?
He was raping you too.
He was raping you too.
What the heck? And your children.
And
God.
Is she proud of that?
Jones, glad to see you here, says Renita Matlock. I am richly melanated, says Dan is so shaded. LOL. He said black man. Comment of the year. I am richly melanated is laughing her ass up. And Calypso Kenny says she just said they were all over us during slavery. Wow, your mind is sick. Are you not?
Oh man, that is what she's attracted to. That creature, that troll.
Everything has to be
And
so.
the thing is, from what I heard and understand, she need to worry about her child. Her child has been sexually abused by her brother, allegedly, his own brother, and the child's allegedly mentally retarded.
I look so
I'm
case of
gonna be cold
slavery,
with it, so
Crystal.
'cause I don't like
We
this
messed
jump.
up. You know, well, the white man had us. Guess what you niggers are doing? Jerking off, probably. You didn't protect us. What were you doing? Like, all these black women were getting raped, and you're just standing there.
We be getting killed.
Doing jerking off.
Melissa's here.
Get a life.
Melissa's
Some
here.
of us actually revolted and got killed.
We miss you.
1804 Haiti,
Girl, you gotta rewind us live.
Yeah.
We're going all in. We're gonna do a 2-hour live
and the women fought in that revolution as well.
of your precious time.
Yeah.
It's a Saturday. You guys are not really doing much. So
All right, I can't see enough. I can't see anymore. I mean, that's when she find when all of a sudden you hear a news report about
Her getting chopped up, found in a ditch.
her body was found somewhere. We know who to look for first, and that's that boyfriend of hers.
That ain't even a boyfriend. That's just he just hitting it. He don't give a damn really.
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch her.
Yeah. But that's the mindset of some of these racists, and some of these swirlers, and you got black men who are the same way too. You had that black football player with that white girl of hers, and going like more. I have nothing
proud
against
to have my babies to be light skinned or something like that.
Yeah, now I have no problem against light-skinned black people. It's time for light-skinned and dark-skinned black people to be united as one black race.
Be honest with you, that's kind of stupid. I always thought that was kind of stupid that team light skin, team dark skin. I always thought that was kind of childish.
Yeah,
in the dating game.
Yeah.
Be honest, with you, mostly females co-signing this. So that I see mostly females say that team light skin. Ain't really that much dudes saying that.
But you have males doing it too and stuff, especially dark skin. You got that guy the football player was a dark-skinned male.
I know. I say it's not much, but it's like a select few.
Yeah.
My thing is, there's a difference between interracial dating and swirling. If you want to be interracial, and that's what you find cool. But if you start saying other black people ain't this, that, and the third, that's kind of immature in my opinion.
Yeah, that's when the swirling does become a problem. Not to mention, if you're trying to get a lot of people to do it, you're putting your race at the brink of extinction. Now back to the football player and the white girl he was with. He's dark-skinned, and yet you're going to just attack dark-skinned babies by praising more light-skinned. Like I said,
that was kind of childish.
No problem against light-skinned babies. I have no problem against dark-skinned babies. I care for black people regardless of shades of color. They're black regardless.
That's how I look at it. Black is black.
Yes. Whether it's dark-skinned or light-skinned, it's black. But yeah, you have black men with that mindset. And there was this former boxer flaunting his white girlfriend and attacking black women and stuff, and then he even went on Paris Milan's chat because Paris Milan called him out.
I'm trying to figure out who you talking about. What boxer?
This boxer by the name of O'Hara Davies. I did a video on him and stuff like that.
I think it's just like this: date who you date, but that's kind of immature. I only date white-skinned women. Only date white women. Only date dark-skinned. That's kind of like high schoolish, in my opinion.
That's just
That's high schoolish.
That you hate yourself, or that you were rejected, or you had certain issues and stuff. Hey, Info Man, if you want to come on in, there's a link to get into the chat room, to the panel. I think I also left you the same link in your email as well, if you're still here.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I just feel like that's kind of childish, like bragging off who you date, only date. And if you do have a preference, keep it to yourself. Like, if I had a preference, I'd just be quiet or describe it with people I know I'm cool with, but I wouldn't try to disrespect nobody else. That's the thing. I'm like, that's kind of childish. That's kind of grade school stuff.
All right. Now,
I'll be honest. I'll use like us as guys in high school. I was like the loser and stuff. I don't really had no play. I ain't gonna lie about that. But let's just say a chick brown skin that wanted me. You think I'd have made a difference if she was light skinned or not?
Yeah, that's the thing. As long as the woman is willing to love me, that's good, and also willing to understand my situation. Yes, but you just picking up some woman from another race or another man from another race just so you could throw it in your own race's faces and stuff, just to add issues within your own race, or you have
like some of these women that do that. This man, y'all pick these men, black men ain't this, that, and the third. They left me to become a single mother, and all of a sudden they start bringing up false statistics like black men make a lot of women single mothers. That's why no one wants y'all. I'm like, no. A lot of us don't even have kids, so how could we be making women single mothers? For one, number two, I've heard a lot of women from outside the country like African American men.
Yeah, and then also you're picking, when you say that you have issues with certain black men, you're picking the wrong black men. You're picking these thugs, these criminals, these womanizers, these rapists and stuff.
No, they know these dudes ain't no good.
Yes. And then you got men who act like black women are loud, rude, attitude, bad attitude. No. You picked the wrong woman. You picked the woman who is ghetto. You picked the woman who has this kind of reputation, and then you try to dish it out on all black women and stuff when something goes wrong. So yeah, it's not just women do it; men are doing it too.
Yeah, but I gotta say, like,
yeah, they end up like Tommy Sotomayor or Moisture and start doing videos bashing black women. And it's like,
I'll be honest with you, I'm not a fan of him, but he do have some points. I have to admit that. In my opinion, he do have some points sometimes, especially about like some of these hood rat chicks. And let's be honest with you, they make a lot of us look bad.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you go around and start blaming all black women for your mommy issues or your girlfriend or for messing with hood chicks, that's when I'm like, yo, man, why are you attacking black women? That's why I'm against Tommy Sotomayor. It's because he's not just attacking black women who are criminals or happen to have that lifestyle. He's attacking black women in general. I'm like, it's not all black women, just like it's not all black men. And that's when we end up in all these gender wars and stuff like that.
Yeah, but like some of these women, I'm gonna say it because I'm at the blame a lot of response on certain women, because for guys, as much. Let me finish. Like for guys, what I would like to say is for women, it's much easier for a woman to get a guy than a guy to get a woman, unless he's part of that 20% bottom or top. Either way, some of these women, they'll mess with dude like in high school. They'll mess with 20% of the dudes there. Only 20% is a larger amount that they won't even talk to. That's why some of these chicks, multiple baby mama and shit like that. But they'll talk about how this man ain't this, but dude's a serial baby mama maker, and you share him with other women.
Hey, hobby money. Yes, females of all cultures and groups are allowed. Yes, that's exactly right. And just like all men of all cultures are known to be abusive, womanizing, have are known to rape and pillage and stuff. And yes, TS attack everything black and stuff. You talk about transsexuals, yeah, they're known to do stuff like that. But
and lie.
Yeah, and then they lie about their well, whether they're woman or not. And
I say you will get killed.
Yeah,
that's on you.
Here's the thing: stop trying to go after straight black men. Want real women? Why don't you just tell the truth? Find gay black men or other trans black men or women. Oh yeah, you talk. You talk about Tommy Sotomayor. Okay, never mind. But yes, Tommy Sotomayor. He's a Trump supporter too. Unfortunately, I mean, yeah.
Like I said, I'm a big fan of the man, but certain things I feel like he do have a point on certain things.
Yes, but other things, nah. He hates himself because he had mother issues. He didn't have his father around. I think people are people, so the behavior in general is every population. Yes, but of course you have coons, racists, and the mainstream media or the lamestream media. They all want to point that stuff, all the negatives, out on black people.
Why? On black men particularly.
Yes, because they want to destroy our race. They first want to destroy our reputation.
My thing is, like I was saying earlier, like I'll give you these swirlers. They like to say how black men ain't this, that, and the third. We have multiple baby mamas. No, it's only a select few that some of y'all, a lot of y'all women continue to mess with. Y'all know this dude ain't no good yet. You still sleep with him and have babies by him.
Yes.
How's that my responsibility? I want a good man. Good man. You mean after your body has lost its figure? Oh, you want a good man after you done hit the wall? You want a good man after you got a bunch of kids? And you know them kids ain't gonna respect that good man? You got to play stepdaddy for that? No. That's a hell no.
Yeah. And then you have some of these men who they want to go mess around with the white woman because they have money and stuff.
And then they just a shiesty.
Yeah, have you ever heard?
Because I'm from the South.
That is true. Hobby money. Not every black man has baby mamas.
Most of us don't even have kids.
Yeah. Another thing I want to talk about is that there was this foreign soccer player. He was with this black woman at first, but then he left him. He left her to become a soccer star and ends up with this white woman and stuff like that. And then he becomes a superstar, but then he loses his job because he's dealing with racism. And then his wife, the white woman, leaves him the kid and leaves and takes the kids of theirs with them. And then that black guy becomes homeless and stuff. And all of a sudden he wants to go back to that black woman that he left, and they end up getting married and stuff like that. I'm like, all of a sudden, now that you're out of luck, you want to go back to black women. I'm like, that black woman should have just left that guy alone and stuff like that. Let him rot. See, you want to be with white people and stuff, racist white people, because they see that you got money and stuff, and then you don't care about yourself, and then when you end up out of luck, all of a sudden you're running back to the black community.
That's that's part of like the basically gold diggerism as a celebrity superstar. If that woman was down with him, he should have stayed with her. You know what I'm saying? I know their relationship, but I'm just going.
Yes, I actually have to agree with a hobby man. That woman, yeah. If the girl did that to me and stuff like that, but then she's out of luck and all of a sudden wants to come back to me, I would have said, no, you wanted to be with blah, blah, blah because he was blah, 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 but now he's jumped onto you and then you want to come back to me and stuff.
Most men go through that. It's called high school.
Yeah. I'm like, no. And yes, that woman should have had the same, should have just left him to rot and stuff.
Like I don't know their relationship, but yeah, if it's like that, like you said, yeah,
yeah, we want to easily forgive these traitors and these racists instead of having them held accountable for their actions.
You know who needs to be held accountable?
Yeah.
Oprah.
Yeah.
I'm strong, independent. Black man is down low. Black man is this.
Yes. And now she's finally getting called out for it. And not just by black men, but even by black women. Monique just did was a live stream with her husband, who she loves, and she called out Oprah. T.I.'s called out Oprah. And it's like Oprah once was friends to Michael Jackson, wanted to do an interview and stuff.
Even though friends with him, because if she was friends, she wouldn't have done that to him like she's doing now.
Yeah.
She was never his friend. She just exploitation. I still think is it me or everybody else thinks she's basically a lesbian though?
Yeah, the Gail Kim and stuff like that. Oh, I liked about when what those two guests of hers did and checked Gail Kim's behind.
What, talking about R. Kelly's girlfriends or something like that?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Yes. Yeah, she got checked. Because, like, Gail Kim, when she does interviews with white people, she's not doing all that. She doesn't talk about how Hefner did the same thing R. Kelly did. And she got called out on it, and how unprofessional Gail King was when she was doing an interview with R. Kelly. Of course, R. Kelly is going to act the way he is because he's being accused. He's at risk. He's losing his money. He's at risk of going to jail. Yeah, you're in fear of your life. And yet you're going to act all and Gail King is going to act all unprofessional.
And I hadn't seen an interview, but somebody told me that she was smirking in it when she saw R. Kelly just start to break down. And some of the responsibility of R. Kelly's team, they should this interview is now over. They should have shut that.
But I'm like, yeah, if it was me, I was like, hey, if you're not going to take me seriously, then why am I here being part of your interview? That's why I like. Have you ever heard of this woman by the name of Bunny Barbs or whatever her real name is?
Thanks. So that's the one with
the Ballhound John situation.
Yeah.
She did the smartest thing ever. She didn't go to the mainstream media. She went to Phil. She went to new black media, and because she knows how the mainstream media is, so
I just felt comfortable talking with one of us, you know.
And then someone from the mainstream media even went at her about that. So
they say roll them
like, well, yeah, and that's why they're doing the dirt that what's been doing to Babs to her.
I heard she was threatened.
All the dirt they're doing on her because she wouldn't go to the mainstream media because she knew how evil the mainstream media is. They're trying to destroy her reputation because she was a witness to what that criminal, that crooked cop, Amber Geiger did. And that's exactly what R. Kelly should have done. He should have found new black men. A lot of these celebrities, if they
don't know about that, they're stuck in the matrix.
Because there's celebrities that know about Tariq Nasheed and Phil the Advice Show. I'm like, if you want a fair shot with the media, go to new black media now. We'll interview you. We'll do it for free.
And they say Roland Martin was making like comments about the new black media.
I'm just gonna talk about that. Yeah, because I did a separate video on that what Roland Martin said. he talking bad about black media, the new black media.
Somebody told me that he either might be talking about Professor Truth, Tariq Nasheed, or Phil from
and
Nevada.
Jason
So
Black.
he might.
Jason Black.
Oh yeah, he was referring that to one of them. I'm not sure which though.
Yeah.
He was talking about one of them particularly.
All right, we got K Archie here. How's it going? K Archie, are you there? Now she's on mute right now, but she just walked in.
Oh, there I am. Sorry. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I came in on the conversation. We were talking about R. Kelly.
Yeah, well, I saw you and Hobby Money were talking about. But yeah, we were talking about the R. Kelly interviews, and then now we're also talking about the jealousy of Roland Martin and the mainstream media's jealousy of the new black media, and basically of independent media in general. Do you know that CNN and MSNBC have been attacking YouTube because of the fact that a lot of independent media is being done on YouTube, like the Young Turks, and then of course here the new black media, Phil, Jason, Harvey, Professor Black Truth, the crew known as the LDBC, which is there's a bunch of them.
Boxer.
Yeah, two dope boxing.
Shout out to one LVZ.
LBZ, Town, Ticket.
Oh yeah, Town. I forgot about them too.
Underrated Darkness. Real name JT. The new black media. You got the new black voices. You even got independent media. White people and other people, other races doing independent media, whether it's liberal, conservative, or non-affiliated. And the mainstream media is angry about it. So you got CNN and Roland Martin attacking YouTube and attacking independent media and stuff like that. So, and Roland especially, because he has no journalistic integrity.
Well, of course they're going to be upset and angry and feel some kind of way because they don't get, they're no longer able to have a monopolization over the narrative that they push. And when you have people doing exposés left and right about what's really going on, I have to say that I really loved Phil for letting Bunny speak her piece. That was one of the most proudest moments I ever had with Black YouTube. I also enjoy Taz's exclusives. He has Pale Pookies, and he sheds light on the drug use and all the ill things and all the nasty things that they say. Oh, you black people. I'm walking around now.
Speaking of which, shout out to Tori and Rain, Lisa Cabrera, True Royal Family, and I'm forgetting one, but they talk about that stuff too, the drug use and all that stuff.
Opioids and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just like I'm walking around here now.
Nicole's View, that's what I'm thinking of.
I'm walking around here now thinking that, gosh, these guys with a backpack, I'm nervous. I'm nervous because we got
Hobby Money going Me Too, and I share that on Facebook. Well, that's good. Hey, so say Hobby Lobby, why don't you come on in and
that's my girl down there. Hobby Lobby is my girl.
Come on in. So
I wanted to also say that I think R. Kelly should bring a damn lawsuit against his PR team. They're in no way in two dimensions of hell should he be talking. That man is I ain't gonna say insane. He is ill.
Troubles.
He is ill. I have experience, so I'm going to talk on it. When you have been violated, when you're a young person, your mind breaks, and then it has to reform the way it processes things. Boys take a longer time to mature. So this man, his sister is assaulting him. God only knows. He probably has some type of weird animosity towards women. So he's using women because he sees them as transactional. He sees them as them using him. So he's using them because they want to have a song or whatever. He's a genius. However, when you have sexual abuse.
All right, Hobby Money is here. You might have to mute whatever's going on in the background.
Okay, I don't know how to
turn off the video while the hangout's playing.
Yeah, turn off the volume of the YouTube video and leave the volume with the hangout on.
Push the big triangle.
Okay.
So, hey, Hobby Money, how's it going?
Good.
Oh, there she goes. She got it.
Okay, I got it.
What I was saying was when you have some sexual assault done by a family member, your mind is just really wrought with weirdness. I was a victim my own self, and I had to go through sexual therapy, and I had to go through trauma therapy because you just don't think the same. Your sexual relationships are not the same, and your interpersonal relationships are not the same. You don't see the world as the same anymore. So there's no reason why R. Kelly is out here talking. None. It's incompetence on his team's part.
Oh yeah. See, you know what? Something. You know who was also sexually assaulted? Oprah. Now I kind of get why Oprah the way she is too. That's another thing. You see, the reason why she probably attacks men the way she attacks is because a family member of hers was also a predator. And she was a victim of sex. So you also got to understand. I mean, we don't like what Oprah is doing, but we also got to understand why she may be doing such stuff. And that is because she too was a victim, but she handled it in a different way. How she handled it is she ends up attacking. She's saying that black men had destroyed her when she was younger. Now she's putting the blame on any black man as much as possible because I think it was an uncle of hers that. But
I also heard that
she was actually
pregnant at that school.
She miscarried.
That school in Africa that Oprah founded. I heard that was sexually harassment.
She had an abortion. She had to have an abortion.
I thought she miscarried.
No, she had to have an abortion, and since after that happened, she became very promiscuous. So all sorts of men have been having the way with her.
Imagine Oprah! Oh my God, Oprah!
Did you hear that Oprah even had a daughter by some kind of incident, and then she paid the daughter to go away?
I've heard also at that school in Africa.
What school?
It's been a lot of sexual in Africa. It's been sexual abuse there. Some lesbian pedophile mess with them girls there.
Yeah, probably. But that's why she doesn't have any children, well, quote unquote, allegedly, because she's
no relationship.
Thank God she does not have no children, because those children, especially if those children were born. I mean, even if they were born, they would have been destroyed by Oprah because of her Oprah's behavior.
At that point, I think what Obsidian is always saying about single mothers and how they do crazy stuff, I think it might have been true in that instance. I might be the best thing for her not to have children.
Yes.
But
because if they were girls, we would have a bunch of more man-hating Oprahs. And if they were boys, they would have been abused, feminized. And
they'd be moist. We're not gonna say she would abuse them. They would definitely
flaming. I put money on that.
Y'all are terrible. Oh my God!
Can you imagine
Oprah getting over? He said moist. That's a kick.
he be walking it stronger than Magic Johnson's son.
Oh my God, EJ, that's a travesty. I mean, it's one thing to be gay. Cool, fine, but please, you're still a man. Come on.
This is what DL Yulee said. Listen, this is what DL Yulee said. DL Yulee said that you could love a man and want to have sex with a man, but you don't need to be walking around with a purse.
Yeah, I just
But I would like to
don't.
ask a question though, for the lady who's been sexually assaulted. Just tell me,
Yeah.
does this make sense?
Yeah.
Why would you wait 20 years after the fact to say something? I understand this be difficult instead of saying something right then and there. Cause some of that stuff they be
Okay.
saying, like especially with the Bill Cosby case, that
I'm
makes
gonna
no sense
tell
to
you.
me.
I'm gonna
I
tell
know.
you.
Listen,
Okay.
it's all
I'm
about
gonna tell
money
you.
in these cases
Hold
that
on.
we're
Let
dealing
her
with
tell
right
her.
now.
Let her tell her.
I'm gonna tell you. So when my stepdad started assaulting me, I was 9,
See, I
and
understand it because you
it
was a
stopped when
child.
I was 18. Right.
Yeah.
So when you hit 18, you're not sure, or at least I'm not sure. I wasn't sure if I was agreeing to it and then it was consensual, or if I wasn't. But I was under duress. I didn't have therapy.
All
Now,
right.
so I have a sibling. I didn't tell him about his father doing anything to me until my brother had children, and that would have put me at 35. So, you have a long time where trauma fucks you up and you're untangling it when you decide to seek trauma. But those ladies might not seek therapy, I mean, but those ladies might have an ulterior motive as
Yeah,
well.
my thing is, you were a
So,
child when that happened, so I understand it. But most of these
yeah.
women are already grown adults. That's
Yeah.
what they kind of get me.
It don't mean
Yeah.
that they ain't fucked up in the head coming in.
Yeah,
I
but
know.
like, especially for
I'm
the
just saying.
Bill Cosby thing, what
Yeah.
white woman is going to hesitate to tell on a black man
Oh, they
when
were
you got
getting
black?
something. They were definitely getting something. It's transactional. I mean,
Yeah. They
Yeah,
because
wanted money. They wanted
I'm
money
telling
too.
you, as brown as the skin on my feet. If he would have stepped up to me, it wouldn't have been about no. I'm coming back 20 years later. It'd been about let me see what I can do. I need to be on some projects or whatever, because it would have been transactional. It's transactional. I don't understand what the hell. I don't get it. I
See,
don't
some
get
of
that.
these people that claim to be sexual assaulted, they're trying to get some money out of that. When they're going after celebrities, they're trying to get some money out of it.
Some of them
That's
people
right.
are lying.
But the thing
Some of
is,
them people are lying.
If R. Kelly goes to jail and loses his money,
He
those
got no
girls are
money.
not going to get no money,
He
and then
ain't
they
got
would
no
have
money.
done all that kind of thing.
so
Yeah,
I
He
think
doesn't
them.
have any
Well, I
money
think
now. He doesn't have his publishing. Aaliyah's parents was getting that, and he doesn't have the millions. He doesn't have the capacity to make the monies anymore because he's getting taken off of streaming services and everything. So R. Kelly has no choice but to hang himself, or literally hang himself, or to start telling and make some type of deal. But he's never going to be the R. Kelly that the prolific songwriter anymore,
my
especially if
thing
we
is
know that's him.
too
his
is
career is over. They
I think
already
something.
taking his music out of streaming sites like Spotify and stuff like
Mhm.
that. Don't be surprised if iTunes, Apple Music does it next. And
It's coming.
now they're trying to do
It's
the
coming.
same thing to Michael Jackson. They're already
They're
doing
trying to
it.
do it to Michael. Yeah, it's like, oh my God, I love
But the
Michael Jackson.
difference,
I really, really hope he didn't do those things.
I
But
don't think he did because the FBI been watching him since the 70s and 80s,
oh
and they
yeah,
didn't find nothing.
the difference between the two cases is people are defending Michael Jackson and calling out.
man.
Yeah, calling out Wade Robertson. I mean, and not to mention both were acquitted. But the thing is, R. Kelly,
Has a history.
has history. Michael
R. Kelly
Jackson.
won't shut the hell up. That's the problem.
Now
I
Michael.
think
Yes. Now what Michael Jackson is after he was accused, he started doing songs attacking the system and stuff like that. And he started, talking about the injustices more
Yep.
and stuff like that. And not to mention he has more loyal fans than R. Kelly
Well,
and stuff.
what I think was in the R. Kelly case, them girls had wanted to be fast and they wanted to be grown.
It doesn't matter.
As an
And then
adult, it is your responsibility
agreed.
to
But
protect
and you got to bring
the
some of these.
young and the impressionable. And if you, as an adult, going to take your clothes off and hop on a child, they need to castrate you. Forget
Yes.
about all of it. Castrate your ass. Okay?
Yeah.
Now I was
But we need to
9.
blame the parents too.
You
Well,
blame
I
the
was
parents
9,
too.
right?
You could blame,
I'm 9.
you could blame the
What
parents.
20? Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Hobby.
You could blame the parents and said the parents should have never carried them there. The parents, yes, the parents hold responsibility, but you, the person taking action, violating this child, should be held accountable just the same.
Absolutely.
Okay? Everybody got up on that judge podium and talk about what they saw and never did a damn thing to help those children out of them put under the jail. Every last one of them.
Every last one of them. Sparkle too.
Listen, I had things that happened to me that today my mother does not know. And why she doesn't know? Because when you as a child being violated, when you come out, before people take action to protect you, everybody turn to you and blame you, the child, for the something that the adult did, and that is wrong. That's what
along with Woody Allen, who else? Ted Nugent.
Oh, well, the whole damn Hollywood is
Steve Collins, Louis Casey, all of them. But the thing is, they're going after black men, but they're not going after. Hey, Jimmy, what's up?
What's popping and what's dropping, everybody?
Hey, what's up, Jimmy?
What's happening, dude?
Listen, when you a grown man, okay, so you're 30, and a 15-year-old comes up to you. What are you doing? That should not turn. Even if she is, what do you call it? Shapely and voluptuous. You know, you will get your ass in some damn type of trouble because it's just not worth it. So I put the onus on that person. Like in my case, my mom used to say, "Oh, you're fast." What the fuck is a 9-year-old doing? What can I do to entice a grown man?
From stuff I've seen in my past and stuff, because I'm from South Carolina. Some of these girls like to dress up and pretend that they're grown. You might not know until you dig a little deeper. You know what I'm saying?
That's the onus is on you. You can't be sticky. You have to be very protective of yourself as a man because
even women know
these little girls have been exposed already.
Even women now have to be careful because I have had I gonna call him a child because they're old enough to be my son, come after me and they didn't think anything of it. And I was shaking. The reason why I don't get scared is because I know you're a child. You may think you grown because you itching in the bottom part, but you're a child. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Miss Harvey, you from Panama?
We're talking about the R. Kelly situation.
We're also talking about. But you got that accent. My family's from Panama. My mother's side from Panama. You got that same type of accent.
She said, "It's in the bottom." I love that, boy. I love that. I love that. I love it. I love our brothers and sisters in the islands, and they have that the way their sayings. Oh my God, I love it. Itching in the bottom. I'm gonna be saying that today. I'm gonna be saying that today. I'm telling you right. I'm gonna be saying that today. I'm stealing it from you for today.
You can have it, honey. You can have it. We try. Listen, we try to protect children. And no matter how we try, it's not going to matter because once their body changing and they start, because remember back in the days before they had all these rules and regulations as to how old consensual sex is, you were free to roam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But things have changed, but the body hasn't changed. Children are still forming their own opinions sexually. Not only that, the food has them going full speed ahead.
Exactly.
So, the hormones and stuff like that. And
you got some of these girls sneaking in clubs and 21 other clubs too, and they need to be held responsible, like the club in itself.
Yeah, club owners. Why you not checking to make sure they don't have no fake IDs and whatsoever?
Because that's how stuff like that does happen.
Yeah.
You meet some at 21 and older.
Want them young. They want them young. The younger, the
they
better.
Want that.
Because they know that the guys in the club get off of perky little breasts and stuff like that. And they want them young. They're impressionable.
I'm sorry. I like older men. I like me an older man. They ain't about to be out here hopping and running in the streets and whatnot. And
because like I said earlier, that catch me outside girl, she got in a club full of grown people. I'm thinking, who let her in there? Why is she in there?
And
They
then
don't care.
you have
They don't
people
care.
like Kodak Black putting her in their music videos and stuff. I'm like, she's 14, 15 years old. And the only reason why people
They
know
don't
her is
care.
because of that episode of Dr. Phil. Hey, Jimmy,
And
do you have anything to say what we're talking
she get
about?
beat up multiple times already.
Well,
Yeah.
my thing is, again, and I've stated this once before. I said my thing is always record everything that goes on and stuff like that, so you can protect yourself at all times, and definitely do everything you can possibly can to check the person's ID if you're dealing with them. If they look young, hey, drop off that ID real fast, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I look at it and stuff like that. But try to avoid extremely young women as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is when it comes to that.
All right.
Yeah, you guys gotta vet them girls. You gotta vet them girls. If they don't know what the hell grits is or how to make some or they don't know what Scooby Doo had a little cousin Scrappy Doo and stuff like that. Space Ghost. They too goddamn young. They don't know.
Exactly.
Like you gotta vet them damn girls.
Exactly.
All right, and we'll also talk about the Michael Jackson situation. I want to talk about the documentary, The Leaving Neverland. Did you know that the documentary ended up bombing?
Oh.
So
Yes, I heard about it. I was happy. I was happy that it bombed because I see it as a movie for pedophiles. Okay, from whatever I was told about it, it was very explicit, which means that you putting graphics out there to turn on a certain group of people that should not.
Oh God, Jesus
You know what
Christ.
I mean? Everything from what I heard about it, it was too explicit. Even people.
Oh my God, I didn't think about it that way.
Listen, I have
I
a
know.
problem with
And you know what?
like
now
that.
both the Jackson family and the estate are now suing HBO.
That's right.
But here's the thing too. Oprah, she claimed that she was watching it. They permitted her best friend at David Geffen's mega yacht with her and a bunch of their friends. David Geffen got some scandals on his name, I heard too. So they all deep in Hollywood. So what's that to tell you? They part of
I don't know what Oprah going through. I don't know what Oprah going through. She must have some dirt that she trying to cover up, or she having to do something for.
I think one thing is because Oprah, I think her father got in trouble for something. What happened to a young woman, and Oprah tried to pay the woman off. I think that's what I heard. I think that was rumored that one of her family members did something to someone, and Oprah tried to pay that person off. That's a rumor.
As a matter of fact, they were ultimately paid off. To be correct, they were paid off. That is very well documented that the people were paid off.
And my thing is too, the FBI been watching Michael Jackson since the 70s and 80s, and they ain't find nothing.
The FBI is not gonna miss. Yeah, they're not gonna miss.
Exactly. Listen, I was one of those people who thought once upon a time that he had to finagle one of those little boys. But the more people come out and talk about it, the more evidence come out. And so I'm seeing the evidence, and it doesn't look like he was guilty of anything. He was just accused because some people wanted to put him away, put him out of the picture, do whatever they wanted to do with him. You know?
Exactly. See, I had heard something about Michael. Now, Michael was a very, very shrewd businessman, and he owns the Beatles catalog.
And part of Sony.
And a lot of stuff. Let's just start with the Beatles. And when we have leaders, and there's a document with the I want to say the FBI or something that said, we don't want these African Americans to get together. I try not to say that. To get together and be able to sway a crowd. That's why Martin got shot down. That's why Malcolm got shot down. That's why Tupac's not here anymore. Because if they're charismatic and they can start to make us wake up and rile us up, it's very detrimental for the super racist. I refuse to call them supremacist.
No, because the super racist is right. I'm glad that's a good term. You need to put that out there, because when you call him supreme, you know what I mean? Like they're the best of the cream of the crop. And that's not the case. So you're right, super racist or super
cream of the crop with low birth rates though.
Yeah, they're super racist, and I really believe that something within Michael's business dealings, they couldn't take him down with
Prince.
And
well,
Prince. It was the
he's a black
master.
man. He's a black man too. They couldn't take him, and right after, just about, they couldn't take him down head on because he didn't do anything, and they couldn't fight him because he had long money. So what's the other way? You got to drug him up and make him look crazy, and then you're gonna take him down. You know, same thing with Prince. How is Prince slumped over in the elevator with heroin or something? How? Sway how? Sway how? You know?
Exactly, because with Prince was not a drug user at all. And
he was Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, and this is confirmed by his band members. Now, he did have a bad experience with ecstasy, but that was unintentional. He wasn't trying to do that particular ecstasy because I think the guy Bobby Z, his drummer Bobby Z, confirmed it. But for the most part, he was not a blatant drug user. And this is the same guy that was around Rick James. Rick James couldn't get this dude to do no drugs. So if Rick James can't get you to do no drugs, as persuasive as Rick James is, you know damn well he wasn't a drug user. So they had
Rick James,
to get that guy killed, man.
The idea is to destroy your character before you leave the art.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's exactly what they're doing to Bill Cosby. This one person in the chat room, Alita Del Q, said that let me see. I'm trying to find out what the individual said. What they did that industry sabotage. See, they're talking. No, this guy's talking about Michael Jackson. They talked about how the industry sabotaged the Invincible album to be in fake debt to give up his catalog. You see, Michael Jackson ended up getting his masters. Prince did too. Chris Brown just got his masters.
They're coming after him next.
They're coming after him next. And Jay-Z.
Jay-Z's a puppet.
I think R. Kelly's going to tell on Jay-Z.
Don't be surprised if they go after Sierra. You know why I think they're going to go after Sierra? It's because the husband bought her masters as well. You see, a lot of these record labels don't want the artists owning their stuff.
No.
Exactly.
Jay-Z's a puppet. Jay-Z, he gonna stay in their pocket. He ain't gonna go against them.
No, I'm just saying R. Kelly's gonna have to tell on somebody. Listen, R. Kelly's gonna have to tell on somebody, or they're gonna kill him. He's gonna have to tell on somebody. No, I'm dead ass serious because the only way they can recoup any money is off of their insurance. I mean, back in the slave days, they throw us overboard and claim an insurance loss. If these labels have mega dollar insurance policies on their artists because if something happens to them in the plane, whatever, they have to recoup money. If R. Kelly doesn't say something, they're going to kill him.
And remember,
he's got a choice between if he's going to lose his life in jail or he's going to lose his life with some crazy stuff like drugs or in the corner he hung himself, something.
Yeah. And another thing,
that's the only way he can go.
And another thing, you saw what happened with Prince. Prince, he had very bad issues with his record label to the point where he even changed his name, and then he wrote "slave" on his feet. Yeah. And did you also hear that in some of his concerts? Did you hear that in some of his concerts he would write down "slave" on his cheek? Because of what was his record label was doing to him. Like he owned a department called Presley Park, but it was associated with Warner Brothers Records, and they were trying to take his name and stuff. So he found a way to protest them by changing his name, and then that's how they ended up releasing him from his contract. And then finally, he got his masters back from Sony, and that's when all of a sudden he dies. It's always when they get their masters, something always happens. That's why they need to continue to go independent like some of these other artists and start focusing on going independent and then eventually building our own record labels like Diddy did and Russell Simmons did and Motown did before they sold them and form our own record labels.
I wouldn't recommend doing anything with Mr. Sean Combs because he has that around him
He got
has
sugar in his
terrible,
tank. He got
terrible.
sugar in his tank.
Yeah.
Well, we don't even care about
I'm not saying
sugar.
I'm not
He
talking
has.
about Sean the individual. I'm talking about Sean the business. He formed his own record label. Yeah. Now the other stuff about P. Diddy, yeah. What makes me not want to work
I'm
with
probably the
him?
youngest person in
Everybody,
this
you're
chat
going to
room.
work with him, but you're going to die eventually.
Die or get locked up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend that as a business model. Just leave him alone.
G-Dep,
I mean,
locked
what happened
Craig.
to Devontae? Y'all remember Jodeci, Devontae Swing?
Yeah.
He was in damn
FO2.
Subway looking like a crackhead. It's like this man can produce and write and sing a little bit.
That's before my
What
time.
happened?
All right.
You remember Devontae? See, that's how I know you're too young. I better not mess with you because you're too young.
I know about Jodeci,
Wasn't
but
he a producer, but
I'm
also a member of
27.
Jodeci? And then
Yeah.
Timberland worked with them a couple times.
Well,
They did.
Oh, by the way, before we continue, there was a couple links I put in concerning Michael Jackson. There's been donations to help with some kind of innocence program, one from here in the U.S. and one from the U.K. And then the third one evolves with Taj Jackson. Taj Jackson is trying to raise money to create a counter documentary to help clear his uncle's name. So
Okay, so explain this to me.
All right.
What can they do? He's dead. They gonna kill him again? What can they do?
Yeah, they can kill him again. Kill his character and his legacy. They kill his character and legacy.
You have to have some type of so the estate can go for infinite. They have long money. What they gonna do? They can continue to in court say I need a what do you call it how do you prolong it in court? I don't know what the word is.
All right, one guy says drain his estate. You see, Ray Robinson, the accusers, they're trying to help HBO in a countersuit against the estate. So they're going to try to take the money from the estate.
Here's the thing, guys. We have to realize this. The estate is not controlled by the Jackson family.
No, it's not.
Let me repeat that one more time.
Who is the estate controlled by?
The estate is controlled by the same person who is controlling the Prince estate, according to Jason Black.
What? Oh, for real?
What?
Yeah, that is an indisputable fact. The fact it is controlled by an outside party, which is the person is white. That's confirmed by Jason Black. You know what I'm saying? Because I actually Google searched it. I don't know off the top of my head, but the estate is not controlled by the family. That's what people.
No, they're not.
But even still, the estate wants to keep its money growing and whatnot. Why would so if the person that's got some shaky character comes up and say, wouldn't they just try and drag it out in court into perpetuity until they just run out of money? Until they run out of money?
It's going to be hard for the Jackson estate to run out of money because there's so many people buying.
No, I'm talking about the other people.
The other people. Explain it again.
People it costs money it costs money for the lawyers to continue to keep going back and filing and making these motions and this, that. Eventually your lawyer gonna say, listen, man, we 25 grand in the hole. And they keep postponing and this, that, and continuance. I mean, they're going to run out of money or time.
But here's the thing: how they're getting this money? They're getting this money from white supremacist executives in these places and stuff like that. That's how they're getting their money. So I'm glad you re-explained what your talking point is. But yes, they're getting that money, just like Wade Robinson got that money from them white supremacist organizations as well. You know what I'm saying? And Sundance also co-signed the fuckery with the Jackson situation because that's where it started. I call it a fraud, just all like Tariq Nasheed. I call it a fraudimentary because that's what the fuck it was.
Mockumentary. Now I want to go back to this GoFundMe. Now there's some GoFundMe.
Wait a minute, JDawg. Wait a minute, JDawg.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear that? He said I had a talking point.
Talking point?
Well, I didn't mean it.
I have a talking point.
I didn't mean it in that disrespectful manner. If that's how you.
No, I'm wearing that on my shirt today. I got a talking point.
All right. Now I want to go back to these. I want to go back to these GoFundMe's. Now these GoFundMe's that I'm about to show you are actually in support of Michael Jackson, including one created by his nephew Taj. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, since you mentioned Tariq Nasheed, did you know that recently Tariq Nasheed did an interview on his ISM radio? One of the nieces of Michael Jackson.
That's absolutely correct.
Mm-hmm.
But now I want to go to the nephew, Taj Jackson. He actually called out the documentary, called out HBO, and he also too follows Tariq Nasheed. Now, Taj Jackson, the reason why he created this GoFundMe page is because he wants to fight against the documentary by creating counter documentary to help clear his name. It's been untitled, but the reason why he's probably asking for fans money is because loyalty, number one, and number two, the estate may not be enough, and number three, the estate might not be able to give him some of the money that he may need
or want to
counter documentary. Because movies cost a lot of money. Maybe even the Jackson money alone might not be enough. So
that just sounds strange to me.
I'm thinking something too. Is Tupac estate owned by the same person too?
I could be wrong on that one. I'm not sure, but from what I understand, Suge Knight, even though he won the initial lawsuit against Miss Shakur, he ultimately gave the Shakur family the catalog from what I've read. You know what I'm saying? So initially he won.
One time his wife owned it.
Say what now?
I said one time Suge's wife had that.
You mean Miss Shalee?
Executorship. No, Suge's wife.
Oh.
Okay.
She had it. So I don't know what happened to that, but that she had it, and like she came across some money troubles, and they had to sell Tupac's Ford Thunderbird, some red and white car. He was,
that black white one, that legendary caddy.
Yeah. Well,
something.
Well, here's the thing that was happening with Death Row, and his what's the guy's name? Dick Griffey's lawyer explained this in one of DJ Vlad's interview, which I can't stand DJ Vlad, but I digress. What was happening with Suge Knight is a lot of lawsuits was occurring when Suge Knight ended up in jail. Because like one of the first lawsuits that had happened was when he made those dudes strip butt naked and he shot at him and stuff like that. That was one of the first lawsuits that happened. So that was pretty much the beginning of the end. And then Tupac's death took place, and then
Dick the feds
ended up suing. He ended up suing Suge Knight, and he had to pay a lot of money after Dick Griffey sued him. So that really would drain a lot of his expenses. And then what's that guy, that drug dealer that
Harry O.
Well, Harry O's wife sued him, and they ended up going bankrupt. So they ultimately had to give it up, like you said, man. So
I may be young, but I know my history, though.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying that.
All right, we have Nicole Ali in the building.
Hey, Nicole.
Hey.
Hey, Nicole, I got a talking point today, Nicole. I got a talking point, girl. I feel special today. I feel like I'm smart today. I'm smart like Nicole Ali. Man, I got a talking point.
I'm not that smart. I just read and listen. That's really how I do.
You lie. You smart. You one of the smartest ladies I know. You lie.
All right, so Nicole, we're currently talking about the two cases, the R. Kelly situation and the Michael Jackson situation. I just put down a couple links to a bunch of GoFundMe's. The fans of Michael Jackson are doing some innocence program, and Taj Jackson is trying to create a documentary to counter against that fake lying mockumentary to help clear Michael Jackson's name, because a lot of damage is being done to Michael Jackson's legacy because of that documentary. And so Taj is trying to fight back in his own way, hoping that another documentary could help save Michael Jackson. So I only put them up there. I'll put the links up there. Is I don't know if people want, if you want to donate or if you want to talk about it in your own videos or share it to see if anyone wants to do research or their own say about it. That's why I put those GoFundMe pages. Those are people who are fighting for Michael Jackson, not against him.
But what I want to know is, where is the Leaving Harvey Weinstein documentary or Seventh Heaven?
That's what we're going to talk about. I did talk about Harvey Weinstein earlier. His cases are getting dropped, and then one of his cases just got delayed to June. He still got one coming up in April, but of course, the mainstream media has not blowing that up. And then there's the same thing; they're not blowing up the Kevin Spacey situation. That was where he got in trouble for messing with the 18-year-old at a club or something. But they're not.
I know how you wouldn't.
Basically,
there was a young guy at his house that happened at his home.
Kevin Spacey with guys.
Yeah, young guy who's on Star Trek. There's a young guy on Star Trek.
What I was talking about was another situation.
Another case. Okay.
Yeah, there's a bunch of guys that have come forward against Kevin Spacey.
Right.
One happened in the club, but it was a good thing you did bring up the Star Trek Discovery. He was the first one who came forward against Kevin Spacey, and that was when Kevin Spacey first lost his job at Netflix when he was on that show called House of Cards.
Mm-hmm.
So
Spacey.
This sounds like a Jerry Sandusky situation. Ain't no way you couldn't fight this man off. I wish you would come at me at 18. Your jaw is coming off, and I just want to deal with the consequences later.
If you're under duress and you're a struggling actor, I mean, you need.
That's the reason why they go along. That's exactly why they go along, because they figure that person is the beginning and the end of whether they succeed in the industry. So they just go along to get where they need to get, and then after they finish, they separate themselves from him. So now that they hear somebody come out accusing, they say, oh no, somebody is going to hear my story. And that's why they're coming out. But then doing that encourages other people who lying about situation to jump on the bandwagon to get sympathy.
Yes, that's
me. I'd rather get a 9 to 5. I just acting enough for me then.
Yeah, because you got to understand, I know rape is very bad. Like, you went through I never had that happen to me. That's the good thing about my life. I never ended up in a situation like that. I was well protected, so I never ended up in a situation like that. But for the people who have been in a situation like that, what I'm about to say is, why do some people not go to the police or go to a family member that they can trust to go fight the rapist, or go, and then you hide something so you can set someone up and wait 15, 14 years.
Like one of the women in the R. Kelly case, she kept a shirt with his semen on it for 20 years. I'm like, what?
That's real strange.
That's the problem right there. Anyone who does that wants to set someone up.
I agree with that, wanting to set somebody up, but a lot of times, victims don't come forward because they've been molested or violently abused at an age where they didn't really understand what was going on, and they feel guilty. If it's before puberty, usually they feel as though it was their fault. They feel guilty.
I understand as kids and stuff. I understand this.
I say kids, but the Bill Cosby situation, Bill Cosby wasn't messing with kids. He was messing with grown women. Know that he was married.
I know that, but the people accusing him also know what I'm saying.
Oh.
The media knows what I'm saying with child psychology. And they will notice how they are portraying the women with Cosby. They portray them as innocent children, innocent girls. They always have someone with their arm around their shoulder. They always have them with a goddamn tissue crying or about to cry. And as in this society, if you see a woman about to cry or whatever, you subconsciously place her in a child position.
Not
And
me.
so the people that are promoting the fact that they want to promote this false narrative that Cosby is guilty and all that, or even Michael Jackson is guilty, those were actual children they were pushing up for that. But they want to just notice how they promote the women that are supposedly victims. They put them in a child position. Everyone feels sympathy for a child. You know,
Yeah.
people feel
Yeah.
more
The thing
sympathy for
is, the
children than
thing.
they do for women.
But here's the thing, though. Didn't one of the accusers' father of Michael Jackson kill himself because he
Oh, I
thought,
don't
thought
know
somebody
about
would have
that.
got to the truth?
Oh,
But
I don't
here's
know.
the
And
I
he,
don't know
thing,
about that.
and yes, Alita, Don Lemon gave them a platform. But here's the thing: they only
Shauna.
do that victimization when the perpetrator, when the criminal is a black male. If the criminal was
Right.
Donald Trump, a white male, all of a sudden you
Grab him by the crotch.
all of a
Yes,
sudden the victim
exactly.
is judged.
Exactly.
But see,
Yeah.
if the perpetrator is white, like Donald Trump or Harvey Weinstein, all of a sudden they blame the victim and not the perpetrator. But if the perpetrator is black, then it's the black person who gets then they are victims because of
Yeah.
this how this justice system is run to protect white rape people but to destroy black people.
Yeah, speak which, while
Yeah.
we on the topic of false accusations, what about Amanda Seals?
Oh
Oh
yeah,
hell!
I do
Amanda
Oh
want to talk
hell!
Seals
about
I
that.
heard
is
about that.
a joke. Yeah, she's a joke to me because she not only for this particular instance with the guy that
The
she
man
was
turned out to be a
falsely
damn
accusing
neurosurgeon.
with the guy she was
And an
falsely
ex
accusing,
football
but
player.
Amanda Seals is a joke for like ADOS reasons, a lot of other reasons. I don't take her seriously. I don't even take her seriously as a
Her
character from
unfunny
Insecure.
ass.
So she's not funny. Like she's an idiot. I mean, I don't know why people spend so much, time talking about excuse my language, a dumb bitch like that and other dumb
No, you
heifers
good.
out here like that.
Say it
Okay,
louder.
I don't know why people spend so much time. That's a trash bag. If you don't know a trash bag when you see one, I don't know what to tell you.
I did
But
a
Not
video
all people
on
are
Amanda
celebrity struck,
Seals.
though. You know what
There's
I'm saying?
other
yeah, I know, I know.
Right.
yeah, me, Town, and Terrain did videos on Amanda Seals and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
know why you all
surprised
did. I know.
that no one has talked about it and no one is trying to bring up charges on her
Or
on
sue
Right.
her.
false report like they did Jesse Smollett. Which, by the
Or
way,
Brian Banks, too.
Jesse Smollett. I want
And
to bring up
that old, what's that woman that accused them of Till? They need to get her
Yeah,
and put
yeah,
her on
Carolyn
at
Burns.
least the
Caroline
ankle
Bryant.
bracelet.
Rumor
No
has
more
it that
You could
boots,
go,
no more
if
insurance for
you could
her.
go after, if you could go after
Shit.
Michael Jackson in the grave, why we can't go after that woman for Emmett Till?
only reason I know she might be protected because she got some family in like
Yeah,
governor of
Yeah,
governor.
Mississippi or
the
something like that.
governor. The governor
I,
I
is
don't
like
care. We can
related
take
to
her
her
damn insure away from her.
late
Shit.
husband.
I
The governor is related to her late husband, I believe. So that's one reason. But that still doesn't mean anything to me because you had President Kennedy get shot. Shot. MLK gets shot. So you ain't them. So you can get shot up. Never mind.
yeah, that's what I'm
You
saying.
Yeah,
Just
can get
we
it
can at
too,
least
Heifer.
that's what I'm trying to say.
You see
like
what I'm
put some
saying?
ice
You can get it
outside her
too, Heifer.
house.
You a librarian.
Yeah.
How many people go to the library anymore? That'll be real quick and fast. I'm
And the
just saying.
thing is too, like false accusations. And I said this before. I'm gonna say it again. A lot of these women
Mhm.
ain't gonna stop until they end up getting killed or hurt behind this
Hey,
after they ruin a man's life, and he can't get back.
you know what? In authoritarian countries, that happens. This is not an authoritarian country. This is not a male dominated country. This is a gynocentric country. And that's one thing you have to remember. Like even in other countries, like on the continent of Africa, they're shifting to more gynocentricity within their countries, and you see a lot of laws are changing and things. But in authoritarian countries like Korea, like North and South Korea, Saudi Arabia, Iran, especially like in Tehran, like the city of Tehran, you don't have a lot of this stuff with women accusing men and stuff like that. First of all, I mean you have rights as a woman and all that, but when it comes to you falsely accusing somebody, they do things like they did in the Bible. you know, bearing false witness. You know, that's a big thing.
And get stoned to death
you
over
get dealt
there.
with.
Because I'm the youngest person in this chat, but I'll say this. Like, say I'm messing with a girl, I think we all cool, we break up, she get mad, and then falls accuse me of something, and then I go to jail for like good 20 years. When I get out, I'm not talking no more. Ain't no, I forgive you, none of that.
Yeah, ain't no
That's
talking.
right. I would have feel the same way. I would have feel the same goddamn way because
y'all from Charleston. Hold on, y'all.
I'm from Charleston.
Charleston?
I'm from Charleston, South Carolina.
Where you from? You from? Where you from? Dorchester County?
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm from the Wheeling.
You from where?
I'm from the Wheeling.
Oh, okay. My mom from 10 Mile Hill. What's going on?
Oh, what's going on? How you rocking?
Hey, Rivers Avenue, Ashley Falls Creek.
All right.
My bad. It's my bad, JDawg.
All right. Someone brought up John Travolta insulted a masseuse. He insulted a masseuse. Well,
a man.
He did.
Oh my God!
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And that wasn't the first person he did it to. Just that person woke up.
All right. So yeah. Now back to the Amanda Seales situation. Me, Town, Terrain did separate videos, but no one has tried to bring up charges.
Kendra D did.
Lying.
Kendra D talked about the same thing.
Yeah, she sure did.
Oh, yeah, Kendra did. You're right. Kendra be on it. I'll be missing it. She be on it though. Yeah.
I was on her live stream last night.
Yeah.
And then but yet Jesse Smollett, who lied on the police report, he's now facing 16 felony charges, and he could end up. Well, he's probably not going to end up hard time, but he's facing felony charges.
And lost his role Empire.
You can't get some of these white girls who lie about black people on any of this stuff. Matter of fact, there was a white girl who recently lied about being pulled over by a fake cop who happened to be black.
And that did not exist.
I saw that.
Yep.
I saw that.
So what do you think anybody can answer this? What do you think the solution is to a lot of this? Like we were just talking about, different society. I was just mentioning different societies and how they work. Like, what do you think the solution is with all the technology? You can look people up and see, where they at,
as the men.
how they move. Huh?
Same time as the men. If he was gonna get 15 years, she should get at least 10.
Exactly. You know what? I mentioned this on a hangout once, and I think I was on a hang. Yeah. And I mentioned that when women falsely accuse, I think I was on Gab, and I was like, you should have to. It should be a law where you got to choose. A woman should choose. Do you want to keep your titties or your pussy? Sorry, y'all, but which one you want to keep? Because when we do this investigation, we find out your ass is lying. Which one you want to keep? You're gonna have to lose one of them, Heifer. So which one you want to keep? And I think if you had that in law, and it was enforced, a lot of women would be like, you know what? I just remembered. That really didn't happen.
Yeah.
I just remember I was drunk that night. I was on Zeraquil or whatever or what's the one? Ambien. I was on Ambien. I forgot.
Yeah.
I think that was stop it for real.
And the thing is, like that happened to Brian Banks too.
Exactly. And then his stupid behind went back and turned back around with Becky again. I was like, dang.
But at the same time, at that point, it's wrong, but at the same time, I can accept it because it been a black girl who set him up.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
And he probably been thinking.
Listen, this is what I think, because you have a law. And if you commit a crime, they're on the book, they have a certain sentencing and so forth, right? So if I lie on you and I said you raped me and I was supposed to get 25 years, they find out I didn't do it. That 25 years should be solved up by the liar, okay? Because you put our money at risk. Because you remember, if you carrying this person to court, the public taxpayers have to pay for that.
And people still look at him like a rapist too.
Yeah, so if exactly. So if the taxpayer have to put out all this money for this topic, somebody should pay. And if you're the one found innocent, that means the liar, the person who is putting you in a position, should serve out the sentence that you would have gotten had you been charged.
Because you guys been in jail that got out of jail for,
and if you can't pay, you should go to jail for the time exchange for time if you can't pay. That's what I think. So if it's supposed to be 20 years plus $20,000 in lawyer fees and all that, and 20,000 equals 20 years, guess what, Heifer? You got 40 years. That's what I think. I agree. Yeah.
Oh, let the false accused have 5 minutes with the chicks. Brass knuckles, have weapons.
Hey.
Let's go. Let me honest
That
you.
would stop a lot of it. Mm-hmm.
I'm be honest, I don't really get that play like that.
Me too. I find it's rolling out of control to the point where people who haven't been sexually molested or whatever, they all jumping on this bandwagon like me too, me too, me too, and it's causing confusion because you have a lot of innocent people, men and women, being dragged into this mess, and they're not focusing on the white men; they're focusing on the black men.
Yeah.
That is a dangerous thing to happen.
And this is one of the reasons I don't even talk to females in the street. I don't even say hi, none of that.
And that is why I'm happy and that is why I'm happy with what Tariq is doing. Did you know that he created a movement called First Them, hashtag First Them?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Hashtag First Them. Tariq created it so that he would focus on the white people, white rapists and stuff like that, and also focus on the hypocrisy of the Me Too movement, the feminist movement, and basically society as a whole of how they treat.
I think Amanda Seals was one, a feminist, because I don't think she liked men.
Yeah, she was put on them.
I'm pretty sure she's lesbian. So I'm pretty sure she's lesbian.
Ain't no man ain't touched her in a long time.
And she accused this man of what?
Raping her. Oh, sexually assault, harassing her.
Oh my God.
He allegedly showed up to his hotel room naked. He opened the door naked.
So? That's his hotel room.
Something like that. I don't know.
Before we continue. Yeah.
So what? She said that she said his penis was recklessly eyeballing her or something? Like what the claim? What was the claim? Like
she was just stopped by a penis. Oh my God.
Like
really?
what was it too big? Like what's wrong? I don't understand.
Penis? Oh my God.
And Kendra D was talking about that yesterday. She said that's an upper echelon man. She just mad because she can't get him. He probably knew she bad shit crazy.
Yeah,
that man's a neurosurgeon.
Yeah, the thing was, Myron Roll, that's the guy that we're talking about, the ex-football player and now neurosurgeon. He said that she was advancing towards him, and
I bet you she was.
Yeah, see, that's what happens a lot of times. Women are in our society are. We were talking about relationships and stuff last night on VGS for women, and we were saying, Kevin was making good points in the chat room. Kevin Samuels was like, a religion and the way that women are raised, girls are raised, you're ashamed of your sexuality. And even on Gab's channel last night with ARC, a lot of women are ashamed for their sexuality, their sexual prowess. But the way the society has turned, and you have women who are feminists, they like men secretly, but they want to act like they don't out in public. They know they want that dick. They know they want it. But they act like they don't want it, and when they don't get it, and when he turned them down, they like, what? I'm gonna destroy this man. I'm gonna destroy it. Like, what kind of person does that? Like, you're
that's
crazy.
Evil. That's evil.
Yeah, absolutely evil.
That's straight evilness. I mean, men are so great. Men are so great. They move couches. They get stuff. They open things up for you.
Thank you.
I mean,
they move couches.
Yeah, they move couches and
they move refrigerators.
I mean, everything. I mean, why would you do that? Hey, get up there and get on the roof and fix stuff for you because your ass will fall off the ladder. I mean,
Thank you.
They come off the roof and they got that musky smell. They dripping in sweat. I'm like, hey.
What was all this when I was working?
All right.
What was all this when I was working?
Next thing I want to talk about. I'll wait till y'all finish.
All I gotta say is,
short intermission break for men appreciation.
Yes, all I gotta say is the musk is real. That's all.
For real? I was working on sanitation.
All right, the next thing
never mind.
Yeah, the next thing I want to talk about, and I might do a separate video on this for people who don't get to watch the live stream, is I want to show you these two articles. This is Gail Kim, and this is Kissing Harvey Weinstein on for Oprah Winfrey, or should I say
Oprah
Winfrey. I call her Oprah Winfrey. You see?
Wait a minute.
Someone
Oprah pimped her?
Okra.
Oprah Winfrey. That's what Tory Lane call her.
I know. Yeah, some people call her Okra. I call her Oprah. Oprah, as in,
Wait a minute. This says Oprah pimped the girl, the actress? Ooh.
Yes. This is a British actress who is accused, and no one is talking about this, and I might even do a separate video on this later on. But she said that Oprah pimped her out to sexual predator Harvey Weinstein, and no one in the mainstream media is talking about it. No one.
I don't have no family members in Hollywood.
Not even media here on YouTube is talking about this.
I find out this today.
And then I want to talk about this Gail Kim. She wants to explain why she's still friends with Charlie Rose. Charlie Rose.
Charlie Rose.
Charlie Rose was the first on CBS, and that he got accused of messing with two girls, but he got defended. And Gail Kim, who goes at back to R. Kelly, who targeted R. Kelly, yet is friends with Charlie Rose, a white male who worked for CBS, who got accused of sexual harassment.
How old was in girls that Charlie Rose allegedly did whatever to?
I'll show you this video real quick before we talk.
Okay.
Let me see if I can. If not, then oh well.
Published online on Wednesday. The CBS This Morning anchor extensively discussed how the movement evolved from a topic she covered on the news to some.
Dang it! Slow down. Sorry about this, folks. I have to refresh. All right. We'll try again, and I might talk about this in a separate video. All right, let's go. All right.
Y'all still there?
Yeah, we're here.
All right.
Well, I am anyway.
I'm still.
I dropped my phone just now.
Still trying to play this.
And Oprah Winfrey, the
one.
Gayle King opened up about the Me Too movement in a profile with the New York Times, which published online on Wednesday. The CBS This Morning anchor extensively discussed how the
it's not playing. Dang it! I bet they did this on purpose.
The only thing that could be worse than that is if the little girls or the young ladies are black.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, Me Too movement, I meant to say this too. Who the hell sexually harassed Tawana Burke? I want to know what man did that.
Know that too.
I said, was she hard?
You know what? I know who did it. It was a man who was blind and had no hands.
All right, I finally got it to play. Hold on. I'm about to show my screen again because it's finally playing. I don't know why, but all right.
I saw her face. I'm like, oh hell no! I can't be that hard in the world. Her face was like an anti-Viagra.
Yeah, I'm about to play the thing again.
The number of her colleagues at CBS
Hold on.
accused of sexual misconduct and harassment. King's co-worker Charlie Rose, who co-hosted CBS This Morning alongside CBS CEO Les Moonves and 60 Minutes executive producer Jeff Fager, have all been accused of misconduct over the past year. King told the Times that you can hold two ideas in your head at the same time, meaning that she believes the accusers while also believing that the accused men shouldn't be banished for life. She also discussed the possibility.
But yet she believes that Michael Jackson should lose everything, and so does R. Kelly.
Michael Jackson's dead. He can't help her.
I don't know what the answer is.
His character ain't.
How can they stay friends with Weinstein and prosecute Michael Jackson?
I should tell you, the group he's affiliated with in Hollywood, they run Hollywood.
Yeah, so she
added that
she kind of needs to say that.
I brought up Matt Damon's comments as an example. They took his head off, and I actually agree with what he was saying. That doesn't mean
See, she's saying all this about white men, but she's laughing at R. Kelly when R. Kelly is getting emotional about being accused. And that's why I liked when those two girls that she interviewed checked her behind.
That's right.
Exactly.
And they did a very good job when they were checking her too.
Come home to all your crumbs, all your love.
You know what? That's enough. I'm going to show this video. So I'm about to stop here and about to
Yeah,
unshare.
JDawg, I'm about to be out. I'm out running errands and everything this Saturday morning. But thank you for having me on.
All right.
I'm gonna have to watch the playback.
All right. Okay, that's good. And make sure everyone subscribes to Nicole Ali.
Oh, thanks.
I already did.
Okay, that's good. Make sure go to our icon, go to channel and subscribe. Do it real quick and subscribe to Nicole Ali.
That's right. That's one of the smartest sisters out here.
I didn't know you was from Charleston, you know.
Yeah, I'm from South Carolina, Greenville.
All right.
Yeah, you in the 84 I'm in the 864. Right now I'm in LA, but yeah, that's where I'm from. But I'll holler at y'all. Y'all have a good day.
All right.
Peace to y'all.
Stay safe.
See you.
All right, y'all too. Bye.
But yeah, that's exactly what's going on. And you know what? I'm going to do a separate video on those two later where I read the whole article, but I just wanted to bring those stuff up. But yeah. Yep. Pimped. Oprah pimped that woman out. Gail Kim is defending the white rapist, but wants to trash the black one.
Who Oprah didn't pimp out?
Yeah. And let's not forget the people that Oprah helped make successful. Most of them were white men. If she was high and mighty for black women, why didn't she make a lot more of them successful or work with them? Work with Kathy Hughes on TV One and own work together so they don't get bought out by white-owned companies and stuff.
Because she worked for them.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I couldn't understand why a lot of people had such hate for Oprah. And when I got older and I start understanding, that's when I start saying, oh, that's why they don't like her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And you know I can't stand the Oprah fan base. They get on my nerve. I've had a couple of people of them come at me before on YouTube.
And they probably were like, how could you go against Oprah? Oprah's the best, blah, 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 blah.
He helped so many black people. I'm like who? He helped the girls in Africa.
Like who? Yeah, for real. Like who? Who did? I mean, I know she has a school over there in Africa, but like, who has she, like, propelled? Like, who has she pushed? I mean, for real. Who? Like, I know her friend is Gail, but
I don't think
Gail on her own merit is a good anchor lady or newswoman. So, like, who has Oprah? Who?
And them girls in that school been molested by another woman at her school.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's kind of backwards. So who has she helped? Who the hell has she helped?
I know. And not to mention the Oprah we've been seeing for years. That's not the real Oprah. That black.
Oh no.
How do you know the real Oprah? He's
the real Oprah right here. I want to show. That's the real Oprah.
The hell?
I saw that picture. That shit looks scary.
Yeah. That's the real Oprah. This is the real.
It's a scary damn picture. That is very scary.
Take it off so people don't have nightmares.
That's a scary picture. I saw that the other day. That shit's scary.
Yes. That's the real Oprah.
That's a scary damn picture. I'm sorry.
I'm glad I got no family in Hollywood.
All right, now before I go, I want to show you what Roland Martin said about black-owned media, the new black media. Yeah,
people call him Porky Pig.
Yeah, Porky. I call him Porky Martin. But yeah,
I wish he would come over and talk to BGS, so BGS could like rip him up real quick.
No, your Harvey Superboy.
Who?
Your World News. I don't know if y'all know about Harvey, Tariq Nasheed.
Oh, Tariq. Okay.
All right, I'm
Another
gonna.
You know, it's a new black media.
All right, that's my
and
video.
Professor Black Truth.
Mm-hmm. Him too.
So what I'm about to do now is I'm about to show you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Porky Martin.
Special talent is the buck dance.
All right, can y'all see my screen?
Yeah.
All right, here's what he had to say.
It's a whole bunch of sorry ass people who call themselves new black people.
What?
Behind a damn camera and behind a desk, and you ain't never seen them at any black events.
That's a lie.
Ooh. Why?
See, I didn't behind this table. I actually go out and talk to people. Actually, go to places like Selma. Go to
They'll do the exact same thing.
go where folks.
Yeah, I just was getting ready to say. Took the words out of my mouth.
Call yourselves new black media. Why don't y'all do what old black media did? Get the hell up and go actually talk to black people, and not just behind a microphone. Go actually cover something. Bring the
He's
camera
talking to Phil.
and talk to the people. Because see, some folks play at this. I chose at 14 to be a journalist. I don't play at this.
I didn't like that.
Now that's something that Tariq made. I'm trying to make the Porky Pig thing to make fun of him because and
that's not the first time. That's not the first time that Rashid or whatever his name is. That's not the first time he has had to check him like that. It has happened several other times because this man thinks that because he been shucking and jiving for the white people for so long,
Hillary.
that the rest of the black people around him need to bow to him. You know what I mean?
I know who think that.
And another
I think that's so wrong. I am really, really like I'm like I feel slapped in the face. Like why would he want to call out black media people on YouTube when he has corporate stuff? Why?
I got to make sure to protect my back from massa. I got to make sure to prove my worth to massa.
That's just I'm telling you, I'm like stunned.
Prove his worth to massa.
And another thing, new black media, at least some of it, they actually do go to places. The LGBT,
sure do.
They go to boxing events. I've seen Blue Blood and Town. They interviewed boxers and other celebrities and stuff like that. Phil has to place.
He interviewed Stephen A. Smith.
Yes, and Stephen A. Smith ran away. Jimmy, you were about to say something?
Yeah, in Town Biz interviewed Stephen A. Smith, and he was running away.
Yes.
I'm telling you, I just don't understand. Like, if I was to get a step up and I'm secure on my platform, I'm definitely coming after my girls because my friends. Like, why would you not want to uplift people with you?
Because we work for massa.
Oh, yeah. I'm done. I need to sit down somewhere.
Another thing.
I need to take several seats.
Tariq Nasheed has talked to celebrities. He's talked to, I think, Monique at one time. He's talked to Michael Jai White. He's talked to the niece. We just mentioned he talked to the niece of Michael Jackson. And Phil, he talked to Babs about the Boham John situation. Yep. Ice-T acknowledged that Phil went to 1 million subscribers and stuff like that.
And Charlamagne the God, and I don't even care for him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Some people don't care about Ice-T, but the fact that he was willing to acknowledge what Phil did, and don't think that some of these people don't watch our channels and stuff like that. Tom Arnold went after Harvey Superboy, and Harvey Superboy clapped back at him.
Tom Arnold?
Yep.
Over Roseanne Barr.
Sit down. Yeah, he needs to sit
over
down.
Roseanne. But the thing is, don't think that no one is watching it. See, we're actually gaining people. We're actually going, and he's not. people who even have less subscribers than him are getting more traction, and he's not, and that's what he's pissed off because and another thing is we don't answer to big media like CNN and Comcast and stuff like that.
Well, it shouldn't be. It's become a centralized news source. It's monopolized, and here on YouTube, at least, like person A through X has maybe the same meat of the story, but they're disseminating information differently, and that's really important. And we're doing it on the side of, we're not monsters. This is a black person who might have troubles, issues, this, that, extenuating circumstances, and I think that's very important. And I cannot tell you how appalled I am of seeing him, Roland Martin. He's a big news person. Why are you? The moon doesn't bark back at a dog. Why are you clapping at the little YouTube people like this? Like, are we is Phil bothering you? Are you that bothered? Like,
it's not really Phil, but
because Phil said that they wanted Bunny's interview and she would not give it to him.
Y'all remember that dance he did for Hillary Clinton?
Yeah,
with the hot sauce. Damn it.
Yeah,
I won't ever watch him again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the realization is Roland Martin is losing influence. And that's why he's jealous of all other YouTube people. He see people like Phil from the Vice show gaining ground. He see people like Professor Black Truth gaining ground. He even seeing Jason Black gaining ground. And I'm not particularly a Jason Black fan per se, but I do respect what he does, and I do respect the work he has put in work. And I don't see eye to eye with Jason Black. That's just me personally, but it is what it is. He see those guys gaining more influence than he is, and they see he's a fraud. So that's why
it really proved our point.
Don't forget others. Don't forget people like the Thought Crimes. Prince Sullivan.
Oh, I love Thought Crimes. Oh, yeah. Hebrew. What's his name? Prince Hebrew. Yeah, I love Thought Crimes.
I forget her name too. But here's the thing too. What really proved our point? When he had Amber Phillips and Jamila LePew, those man-hating feminists, talking so much shit and blaming everything on black men.
Yeah. Oh, and remember that it was Roland who ambushed Dr. Umar Johnson.
Yeah, I remember that.
But yet he would not ambush Richard Spencer. He was soft on Richard Spencer.
Don't hit me, Matthew.
How do you do that? How do you do that? How do you look yourself in the mirror and know you do that? I mean, Umar got some splaining to do, but how do you look yourself in the mirror knowing you would not take on this damn skinhead, but yet you're gonna? I'm done.
Fuck dancing.
But that's how those bootlegs are. That's just the thing about the bootlegs. The bootlegs is nothing but a big bully. And this is not to diss all bootleg people, because there's some bootlegs out there that are very respectful, but they're few and far between.
One of them. Crew's a good guy.
Yeah.
But
go ahead.
But what were you saying, Jimmy?
No, I was just saying, not all bootlegs are bad, but it's few and far in between them. So, and you mentioned a guy that I don't know who it is off the top of my head.
Crew. Yeah, he's from the bootleg, but he rocks with us, and he wants to help our empowerment and stuff.
Crew's a good guy. Crew's a good guy.
Yeah, I mean, in his way, yeah. But the thing is, people like Roland, a lot of them bootlegs. Him, Crybaby Van Jones. He always cries on television. And then Donna Lemonade. They're representative of the old black man. And then you got outlets like The Weed or The Root or The Brio.
Noir.
Yeah. All of them.
I've never seen this Madame Noir stuff, but
you shouldn't.
Very moist Negroes.
Obsidian said her booty is so big it's too big for him, and I just, maybe Madame Noir is full of poop. I
Yeah, it
can't do
is.
it.
Especially
Sounds like
because
it. Sounds like some of this feminist movement stuff is just really just getting a lot of young ladies just
fucked
confused
up.
and fucked up. Yeah, getting
Because
them
they
fucked
had
up.
one, why shouldn't you mess with good men or something like that? Why
That's
women
stupid.
mess, and they was having so much excuses. The thug will protect you. He will do this, that, and the third. All right.
Uh-huh.
I said when his problems become your problems, I don't want to hear nothing.
Where the hell
I'm
are these people living at that they have to have a armed security guard? I mean,
I'm
where are
from the
these
hood,
people
so
living at? I'm just saying, like, you have to have somebody to protect you. Where are you living at? Like,
no,
what
like
are you doing?
Minister Jeff says, they like DNA, they and attention,
Hmm.
or
Hey.
danger and attention.
Yeah, it's probably danger. And actually, it's probably danger. And that's not a good look as a lady. You're
Yep.
seeking attention like that. That's not a
Because
good look.
I'm from where I'm from. They've kicked the door in a female's houses looking for her boyfriend and shot her up too.
Oh shit.
Damn.
See, that's some dick you don't need. I'm sorry. That's some
That's
dick
just
you don't need. I don't give a damn what he doing. I don't care if he up on the damn roof, up upside down. He can pop it on a handstand. Down. Hell no. There
He
is
said,
no way.
he said that's
None.
some dick you don't need it.
yep.
Mm-mm.
Because they come through, they shoot up your house where I'm from, and
Oh
they let off rounds go.
shit.
They do it heavy artillery,
Well, why, why
AK-47.
you why you be messing with somebody that's like, don't you know how much stuff you got to? Maybe these chicks ain't got nothing to lose.
I
Cause
stopped
I
caring.
know,
I
I
just laugh when shit go down.
well, I don't laugh at people that are ignorant, but I mean,
I do.
like,
I'm
well,
petty though.
I'm saying like this, like, I'm saying like this, like, I have a house, right? I'm a homeowner, right? I'll be goddamn if I find out a guy is slinging dope and you coming back to my house and you gonna put me and my children in harm's way. You got to go, buddy. I mean, just I
That's
don't give a
right.
damn how long, if it's wrapped around your ankles all the way. You got two little baby legs. I don't care. You got to go. You're not
Oh, you
about
got
to
the
have
Jack Boy
these people.
squads coming too.
No, I get it. No, I'm not. I don't understand how people can't separate a decision from, you know, from some dick. I mean, really,
No, but
really?
it's
That's
exciting to
serious.
them.
Ain't that serious?
And all of a sudden,
Mm-mm.
my baby daddy ain't nothing. I need a good man.
What they
No,
need is some damn batteries and some silicone. That's what the fuck they need. That way they
Exactly.
can get that out of their damn mind. Have it be the
I know
first
plenty of
thing.
girls who would that,
Huh?
and stuff went left too. I know plenty of girls who do that, and the stuff it went left.
Mm-mm.
I kind
All
of
right.
laugh at it though.
Say, everybody, I'm about to wrap this up. First of all, I want to thank y'all for coming. Make sure y'all subscribe to Jimmy J Smooth, K Archer, and I keep forgetting the Black Urge, Black Rage 843. Sorry if I forgot yours.
You good?
But Hobby Money. But before y'all go, I want to know your final statements.
I already got none.
Can I
That
go
guy.
first?
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel that from this moment on, anybody who accuses anybody wrongly, the sentence that was supposed to be handed to them should be handed on the liar. Okay?
Agreed.
Agreed.
I dropped the
Yeah.
hammer. This is the way it should be. Henceforth.
All right. Thank you for coming for the first time, Hobby Money, and already
Thank
subscribe
you for
to you.
having me.
All right. Hope to talk to you another time.
Okay.
Anyone else had any final thoughts?
Man,
I'm gonna add on. I'm gonna add on the hobby monies, and I'm gonna say if you call the police over some fuck shit, over some
That's
dumb
right.
stuff, you also should be held as negligible, whatever
Negligible
happens to that
witness.
person. Like the dude was picking up trash in front of his house. How
Oh
did
yeah,
you
I
find
remember that.
that threatening or weird? The person who called to have those police come out and harass that guy needs to be held accountable
And you want to
for
know the worst part?
damages.
Do you want to know the worst part? He was picking up trash in his own property.
Yeah, on his own place. I completely think that the person who calls in these like barbecue Becky's and all these things like that, they need
Like
to also be held punitively and civilly
like the ladies who
liable.
called the man for gardening. He's suing them.
Yeah, he's suing them
He
behind
should.
now.
Yeah,
He
I'm going
absolutely
to do a
should. And there
separate
should
video
be
on that.
be
But
some
yeah, the
precedence.
guy is suing the women that called the police on him. So
That's
yeah,
good.
I'm happy that he's going as far as to suing them, and I hope he
I
wins this case.
applaud that brother. I applaud him, and I think we should start a push for that because it's very dangerous for our brothers, my brothers, you guys out here with these police because they come militant like and they come with not too much understanding about a situation and they come predisposed to a judgment as it is. So people who are calling in like this recklessly, I think they should be held liable civilly and criminally if need be. So
Especially
that's
if
all
the
I have
lies
to say.
about you hit me or something like that and it ain't happen.
Yeah.
They need to be held up.
Yep.
Okay. The Q. I can't find the Q page. I've been looking for the Q page for the longest while. Attila, the Q. Your page is not pulling up on YouTube.
Q Archie. That's what you're talking about.
Me?
And I would like to add in.
Maybe I can help you out.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, don't forget.
All right. I'm gonna put the link to Q Archie's. Oops, sorry, that's Hobby Lobbies. I'm gonna put the link to Q Archie's account so you can subscribe.
I already did.
I just talk about my channel doesn't really have anything on it, just some of my hobbies that I do. And
you soon will be doing it.
For the most part, I'm a
in
gardener, and if you have any type of gardening questions or want me to show you how to do something with your garden or whatever, those are the types of things I do. I'm pretty much a DIY a DIY lady. So that's what I do. So but I'll have more things coming on my channel soon.
And what I do is intersecting with hers. I try to give you ideas to start your own business, turn a hobby into a money-making career. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I'm going to start doing beekeeping. I don't know what the hell. Hobby Money said you can make money with bees, so I'm going to try to do beekeeping.
And we need to read books on financial freedom, so we ain't got to be on these dead end jobs or
absolutely
go and certain.
That's why I started my garden because I so much was going on about food stamps. I haven't been on food stamps in years, but I thought, wait a minute, this is a perfect time for me to cut my food intake budget, and I can grow it myself. I have a half acre, a yard over there. I can deal with. So I've got watermelons and cantaloupes and spaghetti squash and cucumbers and strawberries. 3 different kinds of strawberries.
I'm feeling so proud.
I
right
did it. I did it.
I'm putting the links of your channels into the chat room. I think I might try to put them in the description box. I'm not sure, but yeah. But those there they are, the links in the chat room, so y'all can subscribe to them, subscribe to each other. All right. So Jimmy, do you have any final thoughts before I wrap this up?
Well, guys, what I'm saying, subscribe to my boy JDawg, subscribe to my YouTube page, the Jimmy J Smooth Network, and people, protect yourself at all times. Definitely have everything recorded as much as possible.
Like a spy camera on you, right?
Say what now?
Like a spy cam or something, right? Because I've been thinking about getting one.
Spy cam, audio recording works as well. Whatever you can get, just have that and learn some type of self-defense, whether it's gun use or hand-to-hand combat. So
I like to fight, so that's good with me.
You like to fight?
Jimmy, I need your link. Jimmy.
Okay. My link?
Yeah, it's not in the box.
Okay, I'll get my link in there real fast.
Okay.
I'm about to work on some videos. I might even talk about the Oprah and the Gail Kim situation on a separate video.
And yeah, we gotta start working out and
later
exercising
today.
too.
Oh yeah, I need to do that. I need to do that.
But yeah,
I kind of don't do it so much anymore, but I used to do it daily. I used to get up like 3 in the morning and go running. I had my own gym and stuff, and things changed. Yeah, girl. I was big into it, and then I moved to America, and things kind of changed because I can't be out there getting jumped. You know.
Yeah, I twisted my knee. I used to do Zumba like, oh my God, and I twisted my knee.
I'll be going to basic training, so I really ain't got a choice. So.
Oh, how? When did you go, or when are you going?
I gotta go on the 17th.
Oh, okay. What brand?
All right.
Army.
Oh, go Army! I'm an Army brat myself.
So my link is in the description, by the way, guys.
I just
clicked on it. All right.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to everybody on the panel.
All right, good. Now I'm about to wrap this up. So thank y'all for coming over today. I hope to talk to y'all. I might upload some more videos later on, or maybe tomorrow or something. But that's all I have to say for now. Thank you for your time, and I hope to catch y'all in another video or stream. So peace, everybody.
See you, everybody.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
Thank you.